All right, so this is day 3 of my trip. This is my last day in Osaka. Tomorrow I head out to Tokyo and spend the rest of my trip there. So I got to today. I went to the Universal Studios over there, right here in Osaka, and I think it's pretty dope. I don't think I'm pretty sure the one here is bigger than the one in Hollywood. I've never been to the one in Orlando, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But this one was pretty big. They had a lot of dope stuff. Um, I started off by going to the Wizarding World of Harry, and I found out that single riders are equivalent to like using an express pass on like half of the rides. So I walked in and the lady was like, "Are you single rider?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then like, "All right, take this food up to the front." And I was like, "Oh damn!" I waited no time at all for like the first few rides. It was amazing. Um, the rides are for the two ones of the two Harry Potter rides. Those are exactly the same. The only difference is the language, which is pretty dope when you hear them speak Japanese as opposed to English. I thought that was pretty dope. I got a bunch of gifts for my friends who like Harry Potter. I have no clue about. I'm not a really big fan. I have no clue about what's the appeal, but to each their own, you know. Also, something that I thought was pretty cool was the shows. Like, not all the actors are like Japanese. Um, One of the dudes, like, he was just straight up talking English, and then the other guy was talking Japanese, and they were like perfectly communicating, which I thought was pretty funny. But like, some dude was just speaking English, and the other guy was just like Japanese, and I was like, how this doesn't make sense, but I mean, I guess. After that, I had no clue like where I was going. So I just started like wandering around, and I found they have a Jaws ride. Um, this one is like, I guess, like the expanded version of like the tram ride in the one in Hollywood, and it's pretty dope. There's like a lady like taking you on a boat, and like Jaws attacks you, and she's like, "Don't worry, I have this little shotgun," and she like shoots the shotgun at Jaws like the whole ride, and she's like, "Don't worry, I'll just freaking blast this freaking big ass shark while I'm driving this boat and giving you guys a tour." And I don't know what they were saying because like she was talking around the whole time, but I mean, it seemed like it'd be pretty cool. There's um like on the map, there's like a little QR code that gives you like the lore of what's going on in the whole like ride. Um, and then after that, I walked around. I went to the Jurassic Park World or Land or whatever. Um, and got onto the Jurassic. There's two Jurassic Park rides. One of them's a high flying dinosaur, and the other one's like the normal Jurassic Park, like the one in Hollywood. I wasn't able to get on the high flying dinosaur because that one had like an 80-minute wait, and that's even with the single rider. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna do that until the queue goes down. Um, they have this like other thing called Water World. Yeah, I don't know if it was just wasn't open or they didn't open it yet, but I don't think it would be open since it's like winter and that seems like more of a summer thing. I don't know. Um, and then like the difference between the the Universal one and the this one is they have like a New York and a San Francisco land or area. I don't know. The New York area contains the Spider-Man um, ride, and I thought it was gonna be based off the Japanese Spider-Man, but it's based off the 90s cartoon and the 60s cartoon. The Shocker has the same outfit as the 60s cartoon, but the Hobgoblin and Doc Ock have the ones from like the 90s cartoon. And it was pretty dope. I've never been on it. And oh fuck. My camera fell. That's gonna be funny. um Fuck it, we're doing it live. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I saw a little nod, like you're like in the Spider-Mobile, and the like you're like rolling, like driving around and shit, and like Spider-Man and the villains are like hanging out and doing their thing, and there's a part where there's like a dump truck driver, and the dude is the driver is Stanley. I thought that was pretty cool. And there's a theater, and on the sign it says the Clone Saga, referring to the Clone Saga from Spider-Man. And I was like, oh fuck, I caught that, but I don't know if that was like everyone knew that or not. But I thought it was pretty cool that they would do something like that. And then I spent way too much money on Spider-Man shit. I got a new hat. I got 2 new hats and stuff for other people as well. What else did I do? There is this. They have live shows. Like they have a bunch of live shows, like the Shrek 4D thing, but they have like 6 or 7 of those. So after I went onto the Spider-Man ride, I just saw all of them, and I thought that was pretty cool because even though they're all in Japanese, the songs are in English. So like you have people, I don't know if the actors are lip singing it or they're just or if they're actually singing in English. In some of the shows, they like straight up, like you can tell that these guys aren't lip singing, or maybe they're just that really good. So I don't know. But other ones, it's harder for them, like so you can tell. Like the first one I went to was the Sing, and everyone was like speaking Japanese, but then the song starts playing, they're singing in perfect English. But the gorilla, I don't know his name, he was like, make some more. He's like, yeah, what's up guys? And then he was singing, but he was also saying like stuff in Japanese. So I think that guy, he was an English speaker. But the other people, they were in like suits, and so I couldn't really tell. But they didn't like really have that many speaking parts. So unless they just voiced over it, I don't know. So I went to that one. I went to Terminator 2. I went to what is it? It was like a Rocky Horror Picture Show type thing. I don't know. It's not Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's like all the Universal monsters were doing like a rock show, and like Beetlejuice was there. They had the werewolf Dracula, the Frankenstein dressed up as Elvis, and then the bride Frankenstein, and they had these 2 like other acting. I don't know what the hell they were, but they looked like Jolene from JoJo's. So I was like, that's pretty cool. I have no clue what the hell they were. And then I found the secret hitter. I did not expect to have as much fun on this ride as I did. I just kind of like was like, whatever, it's a ride. It was fuck, what was it called? It was like Space Mountain. I forgot what the name was. I think it's called Space Fantasy. So you could see. I literally got on, and then like the wait time was like 5 minutes, and then they're like, all right, go walk in. And I was like, all right, fuck it, it's just gonna be like a little ride. I thought it was gonna be like a kid's ride. Hell no, she was pretty intense. It was pretty much exactly like Space Mountain. Same concept, where it's like an indoor roller coaster and it has like a bunch of lights and shit. Yeah, that one was like the secret hitter for me. Like I didn't expect to have much fun. Pretty much after that, I didn't do much. Oh yeah, I did like I tried to like run around and like hit the things that I missed, and this was pretty much towards the end of the day, and there was what the fuck was it? It was called like the Crystal Promise, and I thought it was gonna be like a super dope show, and like bunch of this was like an hour before, and I was like, I guess I'm here. I'll just wait. I mean, if so many people were here so early, it has to be good. That shit was fucking trash. I waited an hour and a half for like a 10-minute like firework display. It wasn't even 10 minutes of fireworks. It was like 7 minutes of lights, 3 minutes of fireworks, and they weren't even like that good. And I was like, that shit was whack. But it did like end up lighting like a big Christmas tree, so I thought it was fucking cool. What else? What else? Yeah, that's pretty, oh yeah, and then the last thing I did before I left was there's this ride. I don't know if it's a ride or like a live show or whatever. It's called Backdraft, and I'm assuming it's like I think it's a movie. From what it seems like, it's a movie from Universal, and they're just going over. This is what the studio does. I didn't understand it was all in Japanese, so they're just like talking and explaining shit, and I didn't know what was going on, but they show you like the scenes, and then they recreate the scene live for you. So like they show you like, oh, this is like the house that's on fire, or this is the warehouse part that's on fire, or whatever. And at the end, it's like this is the final climactic scene where the protagonist guy dies. I don't fucking know, and everything's like falling over, and like you have it in your head that like, oh, it's only the set that gets like that falls over, but like where you're standing, that falls over too. And I was like, oh fuck, that shit was crazy. It got me for a little surprise, because other than that, like that shit was kind of whack, especially because I didn't even know what the fuck they're saying. Yeah, so overall, Osaka has a pretty dope Universal. I would recommend. Something that I did think was kind of funny was that everything is stuck in like the 90s. Like the Terminator 2 ride still has the 90s like videos they were playing. Like they never updated them. Like they still had like Shaq like doing some like some basketball thing, and I was like, what the fuck, really? So I think they might need to update that, but you know, whatever, I don't make the rules. Yeah, and then after on my way back, I had my first wrong train, but it was also the right train. It was just at the wrong time. So on my way back, I get on the train, and it says it's going to something that starts with the N. And I was like, oh, that's the one I need. So I go there, and that train's going the opposite way. But that was the last stop. So that once I got to that stop, it started going the way that I needed, and it happened to be the train that I was supposed to catch. So it's like I got it on the outbound when I was supposed to take it on the inbound. So technically, I was on the wrong train. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I spent a lot of money on the shit. Oh yeah, also before I left, I saw that there was a Hard Rock. So Universal like has a city walk, or Universal, yeah. It's still like called Universal Studios here as well. Like the whole city is Universal City and shit. So they have a city walk, and it's pretty much exactly the same, like except for there's like a hotel in the middle. There's like 2 or 3 hotels in the middle of it, and they have a Hard Rock, and they had this like the deal, if you spend like X amount of money, you can get a blanket. And I was like, fuck it, I'm only here once, right? So I freaking splurged and got a shitload of stuff. I got this little bag thingy that says Osaka on it. Oh, it's the same rules as last time. If you think this is predetermined items for people, and if you like it and you're like, dude, I wish I had that, can I have it? Get fucked. I got this. It's a Zippo lighter. I think we'll have to open it to make sure that there's like no fuel in it, because the plane might take that shit away. And these two little pins. And I also got the secret gift, which is a fleece blanket. So I got this, and it says like Osaka on it, or no, it doesn't. It doesn't even say that shit. That's whack. It just says Hard Rock. Oh, fucking whack. Should've got the other one. And then at Universal, I got this fucking the souvenir cup. This is whack. I thought from the videos I saw, they were like Evangelion cups, but I got a fucking Minion light bulb. What the fuck is this? Oh, this is a little like Gryffindor keychain thingy. And then on the back, I don't know if you can see it, but it says like Universal Japan. You can't really see it, fuck it. But on the back of all the keychains, it says that. And then I got this thingy. I don't know what this is, but I know it's what's it called? Harry Potter related. Again, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but I can understand why people like things. So I don't hate it. And then what's in here? I think this is the other Slytherin stuff I got for someone else. Yeah. So here's it actually looks pretty dope. It's a little Slytherin necklace, and it has a little green gemstone. And then it's the same keychain thingy, but it's Slytherin. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. What else did I got? I got other shit. Something that they do here, they just give you hella fucking bags. Like, there's nothing in these, but I bought like 4 items. So they give me like a big bag to put everything in, and then 4 smaller bags. I don't know why they do. They did the same thing in the Naruto theme park. They give me like a big ass bag, and they give me a smaller one. That shit they got me. Oh, this thingy. This is pretty cool. So this. I don't know, it's for, but it's a little fucking Osaka Universal thing with Spider-Man on it. So yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking neat. And they wrapped it up. What else did I get? Oh, I got this hat. It's a Spider-Man hat. And on the back it says New York. So I don't know which way where the front is. I would assume it'd be with the eyes, but I'd prefer it to be the New York because this is kind of weird. But fuck it, keep my head warm. Shit. The second to last thing is a Spider-Man keychain. And my Spider-Man hat. This one's dope because under it, it says the same thing as the keychain, and it says Universal Osaka. So it pretty much, it like, joke tags it. You got it here. Oh yeah, on my way from the station to my hotel, I saw a gachapon thingy, and I don't understand the appeal, but like I wanted to try it, you know, diverse myself. And I got a little backpack, and it opens. So, and on the picture, it's like, oh, it's a little backpack for your backpack. So your backpack has a backpack. And I think it's pretty useful because right here, they use a lot of coins and shit. And I always, you know, I have that American mentality of fucking coins, fucking get them out of here. But like, in reality, that's like $20 of like pure coins. So this is good. This is really good for me because I can finally have a place to hold my coins. And I just freaking attach it to my like satchel thingy. But yeah, that was my final day in Osaka. I'm still fucking tired, as you can tell. I've been tired this whole trip. I don't know when I won't be tired. Tomorrow is my freaking pilgrimage to Tokyo, and I'm fucking terrified. It's scary. I'm going to take the train with all my shit. I don't know how it's gonna be, but I think on the way I get to see Mount Fuji, like on one of the sides. I don't know which side I should get on to see it perfectly, but fuck it, I don't care. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's day 3.